your house. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I was wanting an arrangement for my table, for my dining room. And we went down to Hobby Lobby and was looking, and they had a sleigh. And they had just a few flowers in it, that's all they had. And it was $69. And Cindy said, well, Mama, I'll make you that. So I went to the Goodwill store Black Friday, and I found me a sleigh. So now I'm going to make Cindy fix me a flower arrangement for my table.
Hi, hey, Cindy here. And Granny wants a flower arrangement for her table. So she went to the Goodwill store, her and Anna, and she found this pretty little sled. So I went to the Dollar Tree because that's where I like to buy my flowers, and I bought me a bunch of these flowers, but I like to buy some with things you can do with some accents to use. So I'm going to cut these off the bouquets and have them in singles and start my arrangement. Okay, I've got my flowers cut, and I'm just going to start placing them wherever the mood hits me. Just design them the way you want to make them feel full, look full, and put as many flowers or as few flowers. It's your project. And you just keep on going like this till you get things the way you want it. Okay, now I've got my flowers kind of placed all the way around. And I'm going to go in with some accents. I've got some pine leaves and some pine cones. And I'm just going to stick them around in different places till I feel like it looks pretty enough for me. Of course, Mama thinks it looks pretty whether it does or not, but I like it a certain way. See how an accent gives it a little pop. And then we'll add some pine cones. And then I've got some little gold, I don't know, just like little glittery things I'm going to put in there to give it a little more gold color to bring out that's already in the flowers. Okay, I've got my little sled here done. Granny seems to like it. It's filled in all the way around with different accented colors. And the top has got the pretty colors in it. So we are ready now to do her table.
How many do you think she's made?
I don't know, but I had to do all the buttons on the face.
I made them pouting dolls. I mailed them all over the United States when I made them. Tires. I took them up in Kentucky and put them in a little playpen, a baby playpen. Stood them up all the way around it. And I got orders to go everywhere. But I haven't sewed that much here lately. I haven't made any dolls in quite a few years.
How many craft shows did you used to do in a year?
Well, when I first got started, we'd do one, at least once a month, or maybe two. We tried to get 2 a month. But then I got down to I'm just doing 1 a year now. I go to the Woolen Worm, that's all we do.
And no guess on how many dolls you've made over the years?
Hundreds and hundreds, but no, I don't know.
How long would it take you to make a doll?
Well,
Like one of these?
when I first got started, it took forever. And I hadn't made one in a while, so it'd probably take me a while. But then I made so many, Made them in my sleep just about.
Yeah, ain't no way to.
It didn't take long. Especially rabbits. I made so many rabbits. Snowman bag holders. You can put them in the back of the dress if you want to, or you can just put them in the elastic, puff it up on. She's sat in a chair and she'll puff up. I made her, several years ago when I was going to the craft shows. And she's not hard to make. You just sew her up like you would a doll. Make a waist, no legs on her. And you dress her, make the dress, and put the dress on her and her little hat. And she's ready for the snow.
Every year I don't go shopping in town for Christmas. I always make my grandkids or my husband or my kids a quilt for Christmas. So this year I'll be making 2 quilts for my 2 boys for Christmas. Good morning, guys. This is Memaw Dixie. And guess what? I have my lap quilt finished. Now everything on this lap quilt, all the embroidery, all the quilting, everything is done by hand. Binding and all. I finished it last night. And the back side, you can see it's really busy, but everything is done by hand. And I'm kind of proud of this little thing. That way, when it gets cool, instead of having to turn the heat pump on or build a fire, I can just snuggle with this little lap quilt across my lap. So my lap quilt is done, this project's done, and I'm ready to start another one.
Who do you make those for?
I make these for all the little babies in the NIC unit that are born. Any of them born from, 9 or 10 ounces up to 12 pounds. Babies that are born with difficulties that they put in a special unit.
How long does it take you to make it?
If I keep my mouth shut and I work good on them, about 45 minutes. But I have to make a puff ball, and then I make that, and then I go put the trim on the edge. I make them in different sizes because not every baby's head is the same. So they've got some for bigger babies, smaller babies, average babies. So every baby gets a hat for Christmas.
Can you touch them? What do they feel like, Elena?
They're really, really soft. I use special
So
soft
soft.
yarn. Yarn Bees soft yarn is one of the best for making these baby hats. There is an off-brand called Overjoy that only Walmart carries that is really good for these, but it's hard to find. And the fuzz is just baby yarn, period. It comes like that, but then I make my little puffy balls.
Our first Christmas when we got married, we lived in Indiana. And Dixie was a baby. She was born in July. And when Christmas came, we had 3 $1 bills. And we went to town and we got her a $1 doll and a $2 pair of shoes. And that's what we had for Christmas. But Mama just happened to mail me a box from down here, and that was tickled us to death when we went to the door and they had us a box delivered up there. But we had 3 $1 bills when our first Christmas when Dixie was born.
Mine and Ed's first Christmas, we had nothing. And Ted Carter found out that we didn't have any money or no money for Christmas. And Ed worked for Ted and Mike, all his wife. And Ted brought Ed $60. And we took that $60 and bought everybody in his family, all his sisters and brothers and mom, and everybody in my family, plus Nathan, a Christmas present. And he bought me a mixer, and I got him a pocket knife. And that's what we got was $60. That was our first Christmas. That's all we had.
You got me that Nintendo DS Lite, and it was a limited edition rose gold one, and it had Nintendogs, and I got to play with it while we were on the road trip, and then as soon as we got home, you made me give it back to you and pack it up and wrap it up for Christmas.
One of Christmas that always stands out in my mind. I can't remember how old I was. I guess about 7 or 8. I remember the only thing I asked for that year was a white Bible and a birthstone ring. I got both. I mean, it wasn't a real birthstone ring, but it was the same color as my birthstone. But that's all I asked for that year, and that's all I got that year.
I always wanted a Susie Smart doll. And I got a Susie Smart.
And she was smarter than you.
And then I got mad at her because she was smarter than I was. Yep.
Mickey's first Christmas, when all he wanted was the baby go bye-bye. It was a little old baby doll sitting in like a little car. And it'd say, baby go bye-bye, and wave. And my sister Norma, she had the awful spit. She said, you're not buying him that baby go bye-bye, and he's a little boy. I said, he wants a baby go bye-bye, he'll get a baby go bye-bye. And that's what I got him his first Christmas. And he loved that baby go bye-bye.